Dusty. She's a 9-month-old little Shih Tzu mix, or actually maybe mini Schnauzer mix. Who could say, but she's a cutie. And we rescued her from the Tiny Paws rescue almost a week ago, and she is perfect. So we're keeping her, obviously. And she's hanging out with me in my studio right now. She's doing super good. She does not like the vacuum. We found that out today. She went to the vet and she got a little checkup and some vaccines, and she's doing good. She's still potty training. One of the first things that she did, even though I took her out twice before we came in here, is peed on my floor cushion. So I'm just sitting on a pillow right now because the other thing is covered with piss. And I'm painting a turtle that has quilt patterns on it. Obviously, gotta do the quilt patterns. Dusty loves it. Dusty approves. Dusty's name when we adopted her was Sheriff. And no, she is not a sheriff. She is not a cop. No. This gentle, tender spirit is not a cop. F no. She's too tender for that. Too much of a sweetie to be a fucking cop. She loves cuddles. She loves being on me. And I love her. But I haven't gotten that much work done in the past week. And even before that, if I'm being honest, because before that the weather has been really good. And so the week before that, I was getting distracted by the good weather being like, it's gonna be gone soon and I have to get one last beach day in and all the things. So I'm a bit behind with work. And that's okay. We just need to take good care of our new puppy and make sure she's happy. And then work can wait. So the plan is to work on a river themed calendar. No, we are not eating artwork. That is the actual... Have you ever heard the story of the dog ate my homework? It's not gonna fly to tell people the dog ate my work. It's not gonna fly, it's not gonna work, because I'm not gonna make any money if that happens. And I need to make sure you get fed. So you cannot eat my paintings. I'll show you a preview of what I have been working on for my supposed river related 2026 calendar. So this is like the only one I have finished so far. I really wanted to have these finished by the end of the month, but then we adopted a doggy. These little fish eating flower vases. I guess they're not eating them. The flowers are like coming out of their mouths. Ooh, frogs on a lily pad. Cute. These are some mallards. They're just some mallards. Some ducks. And I have some flowers to finish around them. That's cute. I think this is gonna be like a garden snake kind of deal. Hey! with some mushrooms and like a tree stump. That's like on the side of the river. That is a beautiful view that you might find. A beautiful snake that I would definitely scream at if I were on a tube down the river. But hey, what do you know? They're there. I haven't decided about this one because it depends. I don't really know if I'm gonna like it. I did a mural last year on a fence with some fish that had like star patterns around them, and then like a solid color in the background, and then some quilty shaped flowers, wet leaves. Oh. Dusty is eating the pillow. At least it's not my art. She needs some more toys. Buy my art so I can buy my new dog toys. Okay, this is a dragonfly though. So I have 6 and I need 12. Dusty. Are you getting up to naughty business? Are you getting up to naughty business? There's naughty business. No, we need my pillows. You're a good girl. I know I need to get you toys. I need to get you more toys. So, any orders that you make on my website this month go towards adopting this doggy from the rescue, this little cute puppy that needed a home. Yes, it's Dusty. Dusty, 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 Dusty. She loves when you chant her name. Dusty, Dusty. I think she knows her name's Dusty now. She is a quick learner, so the potty training has been going pretty well, even though she peed in the studio. She normally goes to the bathroom at the park by her house, and I think she just didn't know what to do since we're not by her house. Yeah, so I have a workshop tomorrow night. It is the Dreamscape watercolor landscape workshop. I had one last week that was clay mosaics with like shells and glass pieces. That was super fun, more of like a crafty workshop. And then let's see, I'm doing a collaborative painting private workshop for the volunteers of Creative Mornings in Milwaukee on Friday night. That's gonna be super fun. And Dusty, what are you doing? I have another open collaboration painting workshop in October, on October 15th, that anyone can come to. It's not private. You don't have to be signed up for anything else. You can just come into that one and just drop in and paint with a bunch of people together. And then I have a intuitive painting workshop on I forget what day it's on. It's like October 22nd or something. Dusty. I've had to put away all my good pillows at home because she thinks pillows are her toys now, which is not great, but whatever. I just want her to be happy. I have some really fun plans for the holidays, including my first virtual workshop, so that will be announced in a couple months. The signups for 2026 Artist Way series that start in January are gonna probably happen at the end of November. this ended up just being an updates thing, but I wanted you guys to meet Dusty. We love her. She's crazy. She's wants to be the center of attention all the time, and apparently that also includes on camera. So, anyway, Dusty, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. And I want to do YouTube. Honestly, I think short form content rots our brains and makes us feel really disjointed and disconnected and chaotic. And I want to get on that long form game and back away a little bit from being on social media all the time. And I feel like making YouTube videos and longer form content will help me to still connect with you guys and share updates about what's going on, but without me having to feel like I'm constantly posting to stories or constantly being on there. And since we got Dusty, like my screen time on my phone is seriously gone down to like just an hour and a half a day, because when I'm hanging out with her, I just don't want to be on my phone. And it's been really nice to get outside like first thing in the morning and take her out. I'm a bad sleeper, so I've heard that getting outside when you first wake up is really good for your circadian rhythm, and she's helping me with that. And we're so lucky that the weather has been so beautiful, because we've had to take her out a lot of times during the day to potty train her, and it's been absolutely gorgeous outside. So that's been a blessing, because it would suck if it were like raining every day. But we just hang out in the parks, and I brought her to McKinley Beach yesterday, not like on the beach, but on the grassy part. And she's so good. Like, she doesn't really bark. She's like kind of stays close to me. And I was reading my book, and I had a THC seltzer, and I was like, honestly, this is the best thing in the world. Going to the park, reading a book, being with Dusty, getting a little stoned. I got the Ecto Cooler THC seltzer from Eagle Park Brewing, and it's delicious. They have 5 milligram, 10 milligram, and 25 milligram, which is nuts. I just have the 5 milligram. I can't imagine having a 25 milligram. But I guess I'm a lightweight with that. And what was I saying? Oh, so at one point she dropped her water, spilled her water on our little picnic mat, and I turned around, and I had her like was holding on to her leash, but it's one of those like retractable leashes, so she could go kind of far away. And I didn't realize that she had walked like straight up to a 1-year-old baby, and just like the mom was there, and I like looked behind, and the mom was like watching and making sure and everything, but I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And she's like, no, it's okay. And I looked, and Dusty was just like going up to the baby and being like she was being so gentle. She didn't make a noise. She didn't scare the baby. She loves little kids. And then like a 5-year-old or something came up, 6-year-old maybe, little girl, and started playing with Dusty, and Dusty loved her. Dusty did not want to stop playing with her, but I was like, okay, you're distracting her from her mom, and her mom needs her to come over there, but you just want to play. And so she kept wanting to go back by her. It was so cute. So I'm excited to introduce her to all of you, and maybe if she gets more comfortable with adult people, she can be at some of my workshops sometimes. But she's gonna hang out with me at my studio while I work. And yes, she's a good girl. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you for coming to watch this very off the cuff and not edited and low key first YouTube video. Because let's just do it. I've tried to post YouTube videos in the past, or I haven't posted them. I've tried to film them. I will probably share some of those later. But I just get so in my head about it, and what better time than any to just not even have to edit something. Let's just throw out a video. And what better time than when we can introduce Dusty to the world? That will get clicks. Yes, Dusty, you will give me clicks on my YouTube channel. No. But for real, I love YouTube. I watch YouTube all the time. It is one of my favorite, actually, it is my favorite place to consume content. And what the heck, Dusty? Why do you look so sad all of a sudden? And so I've been wanting to do this for a while. So thanks for being here. And what you can expect from this channel is hanging out kind of vlog style of work related things that I'm doing with my art business, Persika Design Co, if you're not familiar. And fun adventures related to maybe like traveling and yeah, really anything art related. And then I also want to do some art history related videos, some crafty videos, some more like workshop related videos. I am going to post virtual workshops on my website soon, but this will be like a place where you can get tasters of those and other offerings, and then get like the more official virtual workshops on my website. So Dusty, 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 Dusty. She doesn't want to be on video anymore. No, she just wants attention all to herself. Okay, well, thank you. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope it is as beautiful where you are as it is in Wisconsin. And I'll talk to you soon. And okay, popping back on to say, I realized I didn't really explain who I am. So I am Christina, and I started my business, Persika Design Co, almost 10 years ago. Next year is my 10-year anniversary, and so I am doing a lot of new things and celebratory things to usher in a new phase, a new chapter of my business at 10 years. And I started out making stationery and greeting cards, which I still do make greeting cards and stationery type products. Also art prints and calendars, which is what I'm working on right now. A couple of years ago, I got this studio space in Bayview, and I teach workshops here. And I teach a series inspired by the Artist Way, and I teach painting workshops, and I teach about art history, and we do like crafty events and community building, and I paint clearly. And I want to paint even more than I do. Sometimes I feel like I'm all my time is spent like doing markets and packaging products, and that's super cool too, because I love having my work in stores and the relationships that I build with shop owners and getting to see people at markets and stuff. But at the heart of all of what I do is just really loving art and making art and the process of it. And so I love to be making things and painting and creating and coming up with ideas. And yes, so that's me. I'm sure I'll share more about myself as I make more videos, but that's an intro to my business at least. And yeah, I am excited to get to know y'all better, and I know a lot of you have probably come from me posting this on social media and are already following me on social media. If you're not, I'm at Persika Design Co on Instagram, or Christina Persika on TikTok. I don't really use TikTok that much, again, because I'm not super into short form content as much. But nevertheless, sometimes I do post on there. Sometimes I do be posting. I post a lot more on Instagram historically, but it's not feeling fun, if I'm being honest. It's not feeling fun over there, and it's not feeling super fun on social media in general. And I just want to do something to still stay connected but reinvigorate some fun and lightheartedness into the equation, and more just real, like, I know we're not in person right now, but does it kind of feel like we're hanging out? Because I hope that it does, and that is what I'm going for. So that's the intro on my business, I guess, and a little bit of who I am, even though I'm not just my business. I am also a human being. Sometimes I forget that because, again, this has been 10 years, and my art and my business is so tied up into my identity that I, a lot of the times, feel like talking about my business is me talking about myself. Maybe I need to unpack that in therapy, but there we go. So share in the comments something that you made recently that was a lot of fun and that you're excited about. Or share something you made recently that felt like a flop and that you're feeling frustrated about, or that you learned something from. How about that? All right, so now goodbye for real, and talk to you soon.